Alrighty, greetings and salutations. This is the Grizzly VII coming at you live on, looks like March 27, 2019, here with the Retro Revolution. I'm going to turn the gameplay volume down just a little bit because I feel like it's towering over the top of me here. Katie, thank you for joining in. Carlos, as well as Jeremy and Jason, thank you for all stopping by. And let's get going on the Final Fantasy VII. Alright, additional credits continue. We're going to go with a new game. Let's take a look here. A is for OK, B to cancel, X menu, Y to switch. Alrighty. Yeah, they got it right on the Switch. Xbox, they got things all backwards, but that's just my opinion. You've never... Dan, thank you for stopping by. You've never played this? Whoa. I would recommend it. It's fairly inexpensive, and I think it's a great adventure. It's my favorite of all time. Where you can always use Phoenix Down unless you die in a cutscene. What is wrong with you? Phoenix Down. So yes, a lot of the characters are cut off in the wallpaper background, but we got a little bit of stuff going on there. 6 plus 9 were the best ones. I like 6. My wife really liked 9. Boys, if you're gonna go roughhouse, go do it in the bedroom. Get. And Josh, I would assume that's the name there, and yeah. There's some fast forward features that I'm told that are in this, but I'm just gonna kind of roll through this normally. So we'll go from there. And I'm going to see how the gameplay plays here, and if for some reason that it's going to leave that top border, top and bottom, I'm going to do you folks a favor and crop that crap. So, yeah, they are rocking the background. Little Sephiroth and Sid. Six was great, and thanks for the hearts and the likes, and get those shares out there. Let's get up to at least a 70 plus capacity here. Da 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 da. Might as well play this because I'll never see a remake of the 7. It's the best next thing I'm gonna get. Sandra, thanks for joining the live stream here on the Retro Revolution. The gameplay volume of this seems to be coming across a lot louder. Let's see if I can get my microphone a little bit more in tune there. Right about there. And let me know how the audio levels are doing. I'm going to get into a battle and we'll see how this all looks. Now this is a direct port from the Steam, of course. So it is not the PC version or the original PlayStation version. Thank goodness for that. Alright, let's see what the battle does here. Yeah, they're... So don't crop the top, but I can crop the bottom. Right on. Yeah, they are a little bit better in that regards. I forgot to change something on my settings. So the top is looking okay. See that? That is perfect on there. See that? So with that lining up perfect, I don't think I'm gonna crop it. It's just because, especially when I go into here, yeah, we're not gonna be cropping anything. Crank that. Alright, how we doing here? You know, I like my Yuffie, Tifa, Claude Barrett, Sid Vinton, and Sephiroth. Heck yes. Mike seems to be cutting in and out a bit, not completely dropping super back up. Give me just a second to see if I can figure out what's going on with that. Filters. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of my compressors and my gains, and let me know if that's coming in a lot better now. I just removed a couple of filters, and I'll play with it as I need to, and I'll crank myself up a little more there. You're sound keeps going. All right, let me know if it keeps doing that. I've gotten some stuff going on. This sounds okay on my end. Probably on the audio filter interferes with it. Yeah, I already removed them, so let me know how that's sounding, and I'm gonna keep pursuing forward. I wonder. Ah, they got the button mapping all right. So if it sounds better, just let me know. So, all right. Gonna keep the chat rolling here. All right. Good grief, do I know how to spell? TRZZLY, select. Alright, let's see. How's the chat doing? Let me know how the sound and everything is going. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, sometimes noise gates and compressors don't work the way they're supposed to work, especially on the Stream OBS. Grism. Heck yes, Katie. How's everything sounding over there now? Hopefully things are sounding better. 64 viewers. I appreciate everybody up in the Retro Revolution. You've all been kidnapped. You are now all Retro Revolutions, aka Blue Bears, supporting the GB13. Dun, 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 dun. Appreciate that RPG Lovers Worldwide United page. That was a mouthful. Oh, they did the same mistakes on uncompressed. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Maybe turning down your game volume some. Okay. Game volume is peaking a little, so let's drop it down into here, and that should help a little bit. Let me know as I go. I don't want to be hard to hear. When you hit the high notes, you cut out. Okay. Gotcha. And you know what's weird? I could change no settings, play the same game the next day, not make any setting change, and there could be something slightly off. That's AV for you. So let me know how that sounds, Jeremy. Trying to get a nice, good balance there for everybody. Sounds better already. All right, cool. Makes me happy. I gotta have my finger out. Always got the finger out. Always pointing at me. Guys are in for Final Fantasy treat tonight, because normally I don't do. On my main page, you don't get 90 minutes. On the Retro Revolution, you get the full 90, so.
Hey, what are you doing? Never in your mouth.
And I do apologize if you're hearing my wonderful 2-year-old scream in the background. It would not be a Grizzly B13 stream, whether on Retro or my page, without my 2-year-old crying as usual, but that's all right. What are you gonna do? I'm sure that's coming across nice and piercing. Ba, da, da, da. No one likes the slums because they want to live in the train, can't run. Take a cloud. He sounds so upset. Yeah. He's going through the 2-year-old phase. What are you gonna do? Question is, There's supposed to be a fast forward option in this. How do you access it?
Nice. Brendan Thomas. Stop hitting your brother. Let's play nice together, okay?
That's awesome. That's how you access that. Whee! I'm not sure which this one is here. Does that mean I'm like stronger? I gotta read up on some of the switch options for that. Someone wants to throw a translation of that. That would be awesome. No habla español, señor. Or señorita. Whichever. Abby, señorita, okay. On the mobile port, you can max your stats out. Felt like cheating. Cloud would make it easier though. The fast forward function is really nice. I'm not gonna lie. When you're farming for materia and trying to level up, that's very nice. Alright, down to the save. Thanks for the likes, appreciate that. And if you're new to Retro Revolution and you're not a follower, why aren't you? Go ahead and hit, after the stream, go ahead and hit that follow. Likes, shares, and follows, always appreciated. What am I missing? Oh, I was waiting for it to be white so I could use it. Okay, that's weird. Alright, moving right along now. Boom, shakalaka. Did that option. Where's the fun of nothing can kill you? I didn't have to use that option with an MP Master Magic Absorb and an HP Absorb Master with the Master Magic. Nothing could hurt me anyway, so I don't see much of a difference in that. And man, this gameplay is coming through really loud. I turned down the master volume, which might turn down the game volume slightly, so if it did, I'm just bringing all the volumes down just a hair because it feels like this game is screaming in my ears right now. What is going on, Mr. Gee? And Benjamin, what's going on with you, Mr. Maddock? Yeah, I was streaming Super Mario World. I did it Saturday and Sunday, and I might come back to that this Saturday and Sunday as well, but I figured break it up, mix it up, do something a little different. See how my best game is going? Yeah, it's going good. The Switch version runs pretty smooth here, so... I mean, let's see, how many versions do I have this for? Original PC, the Steam, PlayStation 1, and I didn't buy it on 3 or 4, ironically. I figured this would give me the option to go mobile if I ever take my Switch out of the house. Because I usually leave it in dock mode. I mean, I would have crapped my pants back in 1997 had I been able to take this thing on the go, looking as good as it does. Actually, better than the original. Be pretty awesome. Just chilling, hanging out, my dude. I'm watching some Forged in Fire on the TV. Oh, that's cool. That's a good show, man. I watch that from time to time. forged in the fire. Fire, fire, fire. Shocking. Do we still have that? Just checking on a couple of things here. Alright, nobody attack. Let's potion up. So I heard your Pacific time too, Grizzly. Yes, I am Seattle time zone. That is correct. I'm one of the few Retro Revolution folks here that actually is on the West Coast. Everybody else seems to be East Coast with the exception of Death Row. He's on Central. And again, we want to thank everybody worldwide who's coming in here to watch this. Surprised John Hudson's not in here. He must be playing some Devil May Cry or something, because he's the pretty awesome dude I met all the way from Australia online. Of course, he jacked up his poor ankle, so good thoughts for fast recovery on that. Oh, you're in Vegas? As in, like, visiting or living in? Love that voice, and it's not going very well. My voice is a little off-key today. My voice is a little dry. This is just a straight port, right? Graphics aren't remastered. Okay, so to answer your question, Dan, they are slightly upscaled from the PlayStation 1 version. This is a port of the Steam version, with a couple of little minor bells and whistles for fast forwarding, things like that. It is not a port of the original early 2000s PC version, so it is a Steam port from what I've seen so far on this graphically. Live in Vegas, alright. Like, how... I always think people like you live on the strip, but you're probably like on the outskirts of city. I would guess. Your audio cuts in and out. That's really weird. I don't know what else I can do about that. My microphone is maxed out. Let's take a look to see if... Okay, so I hope that makes a difference. I got my microphone maxed out. I could try to boost it up. Yeah, definitely not PlayStation 1. Let me see what this is sounding like on my end here. Give me a moment, folks. Your mic sounds like it could be the jack, maybe the USB port. It's a hard connection, so... Just give me a second here, folks. My microphone is maxed out. You're gonna hear echo of me, so just hang tight. It's a hard connection, so... Huh. Alright, well, we're gonna have to just muddle through, so if I keep cutting in and out, I'm gonna sincerely apologize for that. Oh, that's right, we're going up and out. There's one more filter I could remove that might make the difference. I have a gain filter. Let's go ahead and remove all filters. That might possibly make the difference. And if it doesn't, I don't know what to do. Ooh, preemptive. Oh, okay, right on. West Side Vegas. Okay, cool, dude. Certainly probably a lot warmer there than it is here. Is Nevada still considered West Coast time? Or are you guys closer to Central? I would think West Coast, but I've got 7:24 on my clock. Excited to see another West Coaster in the stream ever. Seems good now. Okay, well, let's hope it stays that way. If that's the case, it was the gain. I've removed all filters, so that should hopefully clean that up. But if I do this, it might clip out. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna turn my head and keep talking, and sometimes there's a little bit of weird popping or interference. I don't know, but I got a boogie out of here. Yes, Nevada is west. Okay. And the dipping in the audio there, that's software based, and I don't mean switch based. I have an i3-6100, which is a fairly decent processor. The GTX 745 OEM might be struggling a little bit, but I got system resources up, and I'm not showing any weird drops. It might be struggling with 2 tabs open because I got Restream and Facebook going, so I can monitor the chat. I might have to get to the point of setting up the Restream and bringing my laptop out to monitor Facebook chat. I might have to start doing that in the future if that makes a difference, because I am pushing 3 monitors currently. I prefer not to put the laptop in the mix, but if I have to, I have to. 7:26. Okay, so we're same time zone. I always think of West Coast, no disrespect, as Washington, Oregon, and California, but no, totally, dude. The finger's like, go this way, go this way. Alright, cutscene time. Thanks for the heads up on the audio there, Benjamin, as well. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to give you guys the good quality here. I'm not trying to cut anybody off or any of that regards. I want things to look and sound as optimal as possible. Hey, that rhymed, sorta. And the green screen's looking fairly decent. Okay. I had to figure out how I was going to put side things in here without making separate pictures, because the Switch by itself is a 16:9 image, so I had to take OBS and crop it to a 4:3 and then layer this all right to make this look right. I love the options in this. Well, if you want to come see what Rona refers to me as being the grind kind in Final Fantasy of my own Friday. Oh, okay, right on. I can hear you. Okay, regardless. Grind King. You guys are cracking me up. Anybody got any marshmallows? Make some s'mores? Come on, I've got this nice fire right here in Final Fantasy VII. It's like, how can I have some more of what when I haven't had any? Killing me, Smalls. Still want to see this Loveless movie. Still have not seen that movie. Now, somebody on the stream earlier was saying they have not played this game. No spoilers, despite the game's been out for over 20 years. Drag 'em. Heck yeah, Sandra. Or in my case, Grism. So, Sandra, clean your room yet? I'd bet $1 you haven't done it yet. I'll even drive the $1 over to you. I'm such an arse. Sandra's all but a whopping 10-minute drive from my location, so she's the closest fan near sight. I'd invite a fan into my home, but I'd have to do a little background check first and blindfold you before I even got you near my place. To say the least. Sprained ankle. No excuse. Walk on your hands. Use your one foot. I kid. Wow, we're already a third of the way into the stream, folks. Doesn't even feel like it. Alright, what's the chat going on? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can imagine not. That's the unfortunate side, is all our wonderful gamers and streamers, and we're all spread out worldwide, and we all have all this stuff in common, yet we can't seem to find somebody in town locally. Why does this sprite character look so different? It looks a little different from the Steam, but maybe I know why, because they probably softened up the graphics a little bit, because the Switch doesn't do nearly what Steam can do. That's probably what I'm thinking. It's all good. You can't give up now. There's no getting off this train. Yeah, no kidding, right? I remember the biggest thing people hated about the original PlayStation versions, they had no mouths. Then they added it on the original computer version that ran horribly. Best part right here. Freeze frame. Well, apparently she doesn't have a mouth. What is she, from the Matrix? And you know, even though it was awesome graphics at the time, nowadays those little handrails would be swinging very differently compared to VII. But you know, it's all good. If you have the Final Fantasy VII for the PC, there is a mod called Echo S that is being worked on that will upscale, remaster the game, including the new soundtracks and voice acting. Interesting. Thanks for that bit of information. I took my game disc, and the problem is, without having some kind of OS hack, I've been noticing any of my old like SimCity games and things like that, without using a hack workaround, you can't get them to run on anything past Windows 7, I think. Without subtitles, I'm useless with the lick of Japanese. That's awesome. Now, I do have two different versions of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, one with the Japanese import that happened to have English subtitles on it, that I prefer to play over the United States release version, because the subtitles are different and they're more accurate to the translation of the Japanese in that regards. So if I still have it, I think I do. And you know what, you guys can, anybody in the chat can scrutinize it all you want. I liked Final Fantasy The Spirits Within movie. I don't care. I know it's not the greatest and it's not everyone's favorite. I actually like it. I would love to get a 4K version of that if they did a proper cleanup version of that, and see what that would look like. I'm kind of limited to streaming 4K for the time being, because I don't have a UHD Blu-ray player, which maybe at some point in the future we'll update the Xbox One, but or maybe I wait long enough, maybe the PS5 will have one. That's one thing that pissed me off about the PS4 Pro, is it can do all the streaming 4K stuff, but it didn't have a UHD Blu-ray player in it, which is like, really? So I have Final Fantasy VII International for PlayStation 1. Sweet. Has a decent soundtrack. Spirits Within was decent. Yeah, it wasn't the worst movie. I also enjoy the horrible Mario Brothers movie, the first Mortal Kombat movie, and the horrible Street Fighter movie. Don't care. One of my favorite streamers said he likes Super Mario Brothers movies, so you're good. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. Speak of the devil, John Hudson ears must have been burning, and there must have been a 20-minute leg delay in there. What's going on, John? How's that foot feeling? Hopefully my children aren't killing themselves in my room. Excuse the yawn. Not boring by any means, just trying to wake up. Been up fairly early-ish. I woke up about 6:30, which is... I gotta start turning my hours around real soon. Tomorrow maybe I'll get up at 6 sharp. Start working on my hours. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, the original Shang Tsung actor is gonna reprise his role in Mortal Kombat 11. Nice! That actor will always remind me of Shang Tsung. It has begun! Status, the window that almost nobody goes to. Because every little thing he does is magic. Alright, I'm not quitting my day job. Waiting to go to X-rays. What's your ETA on getting that done? A couple of weeks? A week? At least it's not interfering with your job, buddy. And I hope something comes up soon on that regards. But anywho, back to the matter at hand of the game here. We gotta go to the bar. Go to the bar. Battle arena. It's just...
No one's done good enough.
Yeah, it's software. Your audio keeps dipping. Okay. And it might even be the restream, possibly. So yeah, like I said, I've done nothing here, and it could be my upload or take a bottle, put some ideas of what might be wrong, spin it, and it could be any of them or a combination. So yeah, I do apologize if my audio is dipping out like that. I'm gonna keep talking and looking at my mic volume there. It could be my microphone for all I know. I don't have a proper mixer, and even if I did, that's not guaranteed. When playing this on my current run, Cloud was level 15 by the time I got out of the reactor. Nice. I could sit here and grind, but that's a little boring for some people to watch. Here, let me see, sweetheart. Let me see. That's cool. Wifey's over on the iPad doing some digital art. Give it to the kid always. Naturally sits. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? I just annoyed myself. I would, but then I'm afraid that it would just stop working altogether, and I don't feel like digging underneath my desk right now, because unfortunately I don't have a lot of room. So unfortunately my computer is sideways underneath my desk that barely fits in a big Cooler Master case. So yeah, I'd rather not mess with that. Potential surgery. Yeesh. I'll go back after my stream and listen to it and see what's going on. Because it was fine the other night. It could be... I'd like to go wireless headphones at some point, but then the amount of batteries and the recharging it and direct wire always seems to be best. Oh, okay, someone's playing Smash Brothers Ultimate. That's swell. I'll find out this afternoon. Have my x-rays. Oh, refresh me, John. It's super early in the morning, isn't it? Because you're like hella hours ahead of us. Yeah, for sure. Keep us posted on that, man. He has downtime right now. Was trying to put a studio together. He did something to his ankle, and now he's just kind of like the president of Shinra in the VII movie, all jacked up in a wheelchair right now, practically. I kid, but in all fairness, get better, dude. Just trying to tie into the game a little bit here. 63 viewers. Let's see if we can get a couple share trains going here. Let's see if we can get the numbers up into the 70s. Not that I don't appreciate all the 60+ viewers in the room. Yeah, stare off. Going upstairs, and I want to talk about my money. This ain't volunteer. I'm not working at the YMCA. 12:40 in the afternoon. Okay. I always forget that when I get up like really early, or when it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, it's like the bewitching hour for you or something. It's weird. I always have to look it up online before I think about instant messaging you and going, oh yeah, it's like 3 in the morning. I shouldn't bother him. Now, usually when I have audio problems, I have to go as far as to unplug this, plug it back in, unplug my Elgato, plug it back in, unplug my HDMI switch, plug it back in, do a computer restart, and sometimes go as far as to uninstall and reinstall the software. If it gets to that point, I'll do it, but not live. The thing that I hate the most, I love the Logitech 7.1 wannabe surround sound, is I hate that this little mid thing. I like the mute thing, but the little spin wheel in that, and they do that on their wireless sets too. And I love my Logitech gear, but I don't know. And I wish they did it where when you lift up the mic, it mutes it. It doesn't do it on this one. It's a very basic model, but I got it really cheap, so I can't complain too much. Yeah. No kidding. Words aren't the only way to tell someone how you feel. Alright guys, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed, catch up. Yeah, Katie, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate that. She's getting ready to head out, but in case you were wondering, for those of you who watch me on the Grizzly B13, she's the one who put my whole intro video together. Really awesome person. She put it together. We checked it, we went back and forth, checked it again, and then I wanted a different version and literally gave her like timestamps down to like the second, if not millisecond, and phenomenal work. So, oh, she's still listening. Crap. Me with my messy hair. I just got a haircut recently. You wouldn't think it. Da da do 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 do. So who's looking forward to the Final Fantasy VII Remake game when it comes out for the PS12? If they play their cards right, being that they're redoing the whole game, I see it coming out for the Xbox 2 or the PlayStation 5. It's not going to get released on current consoles. I don't see it. It's going to be a console seller. And the whole Google gaming online, great in theory, there's not enough backbone infrastructure to support it yet, I don't think. Maybe by 2025-ish, I think it's, even if Google starts dropping in backbones of places, like especially out in the sticks, it's just not going to cut it. Coy Carter from Coy Carter's Community Compound Gaming is up in his house. What's going on? Macedon Tifa, heck yes. I mean, she's got the Laura Croft rack, why not? Don't make me laugh. Next mission lined up, I'll do it for 3,000. What? It's okay, it's okay. We're really hurting for it, right? That's Marlene's money. Want to take a look at something here in the chat. Yeah, it's cropping off my widescreen ultimate stuff. That's alright. Stadia needs to be a proper console for me to like it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying that the software doesn't have to be there and the games don't have to be there. Aside from a computer, which I can still physically have tangible and or build, I like the idea of a console. I'm sure they'll sell some version of it. I don't know. 3,000 gil ain't shit. Yeah. Let's go talk to Marlene. Just get out of my way. Yeah, you wouldn't understand it because I don't want to explain it to your dumb A. Little kid, watch the bar. Yeah. Good times. We'll buy an extra restore and one fire. That works for me. Wow, I'm starting to get a headache again. I might have to take another sinus pill. I haven't taken one today. Either that, I've been ingesting too much gosh darn sugar, which is probably the case too. Fire, restore. That'll work. Smash the Devil May Cry in 3 in record time. What was your time, man? One hour, 17 minutes? Damn, dude. That's hauling. Way to go. Alright, we are all equipped up in here. Sweet. Let's take a look. Does she have any magic that's offensive? No, she doesn't. So that's more balanced. There we go. I do like the idea of Stadia moving around seamlessly along with the saved games between phone, tablet, laptop, TV, depending on the price. It might be worth it to check out the games before buying. Yeah, it's one of those things I've got to see how it works. I'm not going to be an early adopter of it, to say the least.
Stop. Immediate.
So Oliver Magic is offensive. Got the joke. I got that. Nerd humor. Love it. I cannot play this game with an analog stick. I try. Just can't do it. Get out of my way. The first grind spot for us, so it's coming up. Yeah, I know. Save. Save often. I'm thinking those boys could use a bath right about now.
Oh, I have to do stuff.
Alright. I'm just making suggestions. That's all. Come on, ride the train and ride it. Yeah, that was an intentional mute. Hoodlums again. God, I just have all the luck. I don't know that they said it, but I got the impression that it would be a monthly fee, not purchasing individual games. I see it as like a Netflix streaming service with all the power being held on the backbone of their servers. That's how I see it. No, I can respect that, man. Have a good evening with your girlfriend, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Dun dun dun.
Dun, you know all those toys that you brought in that you're gonna have to bring back out. Well, in 5 minutes, you're probably gonna
Your hair looks like a chocobo. Oh god, I never noticed that. That's hilarious. I still don't have a chocobo. I'd like to get a little chocobo plushie. It's the only thing I don't have. And I don't mean like a keychain. I mean like, I don't know. Here's my head, so about this big for reference-ish. I have a Moogle, and my wife has a Moogle, and I have a Tonberry. But I don't have a chocobo yet. And I could give a rat say about a cactar. Alright. There's one thing that's driving me a little nuts in this. Give me just a second, folks. That looks a little smoother in the game. The left line, I don't know, it's driving me nuts. I love Cactor, haha, and Tomberry. For the longest time I had a plastic tier, and then somebody gave me as a joke that my Tonberry would wear. Like, make fun of me. Doink! Well, considering I spent like 45 bucks back in 2007 on my Tonberry, I'm like, yeah, I've kept it in pretty good condition, all things considered. I don't know if the exact same one is available for sale, so. One thing, Sandra, you'll be happy to know, if you're familiar with the Seattle group called Pink Gorilla, I actually have one of the plushies back when they were called Pink Godzilla, and I still have their Pink Godzilla plushie. You can't get those anymore because of the copyright issue that they face. That's why they changed it. Thousand needles to in your face. Yeah, no kidding, right? my item back, punk. Get out of my way! I know the pink gorilla guys wish I did get the pink Zilla, but I mailed it to the UK. Oh, okay. Who have made me quit first time I played. I bet, Evan. Oh, would you throw Mama from the train and get off this thing already? Alright, folks, we're almost an hour in. 30 minutes to go, and we'll be wrapped up. Right. Do, 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 do. It's my childhood. It's in the bone. Thanks for stopping by, Oren, if I didn't say so already. I appreciate everybody who's watching this. And I love the people who interact and the ones who don't interact and everything in between. Laser security setup leaves a hatch that you can get in without setting off alarms. Future security for the win. So what do you guys call it? An ether or an ether? I always called it an ether. I don't know if that's right either. Silky smooth. This is the Legend of Dragoon. Was my first PS1. The Legend of Dragoon, it was a good. I liked the game, not so much. Not that it didn't have a great storyline. I dug the heck out of the soundtrack, and I thought it was stunning looking too. So good choice there. Cross was alright. I'm an unpopular opinion where I believe Chrono Trigger is better than Final Fantasy VII. But that's just me. Oh, look at that frame rate. Oh, it was so good. This must be fun to play on a synthesizer and a bass guitar, or more specifically a jazz bass guitar. Let's speed this up. Yes, I'm in fast forward mode. What the heck is that? No Buster? Huh. That's weird. Just messing around with some of the Switch options. I gotta read more about it. You should hear the Mads Scottman do bagpipe solo. It's interesting to say the least. That sounds rad, man. So I think this is the right way. I could be wrong. Nope, this is the right way. I wish I had some hypers, because then I could get the my fury going on. Alright. It's a good place to save. Whee! Jump! Shiny. Of course, another unpopular opinion. Here's one that I might get shredded for. I think Zelda 2 is better than Zelda 1. We're out of here. Hey, I'll save again, and I don't trust autosaves. So I'll give a like to that. Am I close to leveling any of these fools up? I can't even tell. Not really worth pushing on that. Okay. Duh, duh, duh. Speaking of saving. All right. Hey, if you're OCD, you actually alphabetize and call it CDO. All right. Future. Nobody's got cameras anywhere. Love it. Alright, let's rip some limit breaks. Let's wreck these dudes. There's one. I say it all backwards. And here we have Cloud having a mental breakdown. Yeah, no kidding, right? Well, that's what happens when you pretend to be somebody else. Plot ruined. I don't feel like saving. Live life on the edge. The edge of a cloud. Shite. If you're wondering why I'm cycling through, I'm just seeing when the next time they're gonna run is. It's nothing for RNG manipulation. What can I say, folks? I am a fan of the memes. It's a contract that says when the war is over, the material belongs to me. Funny, Yuffie. When the war is over, the material won't work anymore. Come on, wreck these dudes. Used pollution. Must have used RNG gods, right? I didn't even know what the hell RNG was until I watched one of the Games Done Quick competition fundraiser they had. Appreciate whoever just dropped the likes. Appreciate all the shares. I appreciate everybody watching. Like I said, time is something very precious, and the fact that you're spending it here tonight with me, as well as the Retro Revolution, myself and the Retro Revolution, thank you greatly for that. And my kids are just being mischief, so I don't mind them. And ether. Alright, here we go. First time. Ooh, yeah. That was BEA beautiful. Cause that's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm Walter Concrete. Alright, this scene is the most epic scene ever. It's not much of a spoiler because after the battle here, this dude takes like 100,000 story drop and doesn't break a single bone, brain, or anything in his body. Even Super Mario would be proud of this fall. Dude, lucky. I know, normally I have to do it 3 times. Bum, bum, alright. I'm just gonna blast through this real quick, because this is really... If you guys want to watch the storyline, there's plenty of people that do this. I just want to get this moving along for streaming purposes. Wow. Wow. I don't think fire works that well. Wreck this dude. Wreck him. The plot protects him. Yeah, no joke. And you can't use Cure All if your party members are split, which makes no fracking sense when they're pincered off like this. Ouch! I think I'm just gonna use physical attacks. That gun, he's gonna fart on me. Ouch! Yeah, that was crap. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna say no to that, Jonah, because to each their own. I really dislike when people take a normal square 4x3 image and stretch the damn crap. I could stretch it across my OBS if I wanted to. I really dislike when people do that. If somebody actually does a stream of a game and they stretch a 4x3 image, a 16:9 image, I will actually leave the stream. I won't watch it. It's an AV nitpick thing of mine, but I mean, again, it's nothing personal on the person. I just can't do it. yeah, if you want to use OBS, you can stretch images. Or if you're playing this on a TV, you might be able to stretch it with your TV software to do a zoom feature. So if that's your cup of joe, you might be able to do it that way. I will always tell people how they can, oh, he's the one with the cure, that's right. Here, we'll switch it up like this. That'll have to work for a minute. Yep. But believe me, there's one thing I've learned. Software or hardware or adapter, there's always a way to do something. It's just having the knowledge, the money, or the know-how. So, this is one of those games that it is a 4:3 image, and I'm trying to keep it as full screened at 4:3 image as possible. And I know you're seeing top and bottom horizontal bars, but if I go to crop the image, when I go into my menu, what'll happen is it'll crop that information off. So I'm keeping it like this so that way all information can be displayed. It's a game where cutscenes, fight scenes, and menu screens are all done in slightly different aspect ratios, and it was always done that way. But yeah, I also had to get used to running games on my SNES and NES Classic Edition in pixel perfect mode when I was used to 4:3, where they stretched the pixels a little bit more right, because that's how CRT tube TV worked. But I had to get used to running them in pixel perfect, and that's how emulators ran them, and that's how I used to play them, so it wasn't too big of a transition. I know this is all AV nerd crap. Sorry if it's really dry for those of you who are like, really? Why are we talking about this? But, you know, what are you going to do? Alright, another 19 minutes, and then we will be more or less done. Yeah, did you see that fall that just happened? No one or nothing can survive a fall like that. And I'm gonna do something here for just a brief moment. I'm gonna be disabling my webcam for just a moment, folks. Just because of the fact that my kids just popped out of the bath, and in case they decide to come running over here in streak mode, I'd prefer not that to happen. So, I am still here, of course. When I know they're in their PJs, I'll flip it back on, just to be on the safe side. So, Series, heck yes, Oren. I just now noticed that Jonah's got the final, wow. Legend of Zelda 2 box art for a display picture. Right on, man. It took me a minute to realize what the heck I was looking at in small format. You were the slum drunk. That's so mean. Some. Yeah, I figured since they updated the textures to look sharper, they would out time, make the image display full screen, switches hardware. At least full screen would not docked mode would be cool. Yeah, I get ya. Or the fact that they don't give you like border support, like a cool border. I personally don't like. I do borders for my streaming purpose here to give it a little more, you know, fun image. But when I play like here I'm eating again, got nothing to I don't mind. Okay, I don't care much for borders typically when I'm playing a game. Like when I'm watching my game, I prefer it just black bordered. Pillar bars is what they call that when you've got a 4:3 image on a 16:9 image. But yeah, I agree. Select. Right. And I always think of that when I hear Bodyguard. Then we got Kevin Costner. Then I think of The Postman. And then I think of Robin Hood. Bum bum. Bum. Yeah, buddy. My sister just played that song earlier. Nice. And then Water World. Oh, yeah, Dan, you're right. Oh, it's sad how much money they spent on that movie and how little it made. Oh! Don't walk on the flowers. Love that part. Oh, that's classic. And I always get these barrels wrong, and I don't care. Tub grubs. Get 'em. I really ought to equip her with some materia. For a second, I almost thought you said Water Wharf. I'm like, are we combining Kevin Costner movies with The Next Generation? I was confused there for a micro moment. Take everything. Wee. Gets almost to the top. Gets scared. Falls down. Then is forever able to jump everything. I can't do it. I couldn't do it either. Like, you better get me a bridge. Ah! You mean Field of Dreams? No, that was Darth Vader and Kevin Costner, aka James Earl Jones. See, I got what you did there. I feel ya. What? Okay, John, that's random, but I could more or less see that. Care Bear Stare, Materia. Hey, I think I remember the order of this after 20 years. Yeah, get some rhythm going. Final Fantasy is an RPG, the only one for me, just RPG for me. It consumes my life, and that is probably why I'll never have a wife. I only buy the games that are popular. Old YouTube clip. Yeah, I got nothing against it. So that was the screw up, so you gotta work your way around counterclockwise. Oh well. I got 2 of the 3. Woof woof. Here's an an idea. Yuffie Swift. Fast and nice. That'll work. Alright, kids confirmed. In PJs fully clothed. Alright. I can put my webcam back on. Just wanted to be on the safe side. They're fighting! Getting these bad guys. Your hair looks nice. You look good. Nice and clean.
Take your switch. Ever have it? Who's looking for you? Come on, go down. Who's looking for you?
Tally ho! Out of the roof. Ah, proportions.
There's no one there.
Please be careful, Wyatt and Brendan. My 2 and my 5-year-olds trying to chill over here with Daddy. Don't do that. No, stop. Don't mess with Daddy's green screen. Even if it only cost me $1.50. That stubborn blue bear. That's actually what I call my fans of the Grizzly B13 are blue bears. Not to be confused with Grumpy Bear.
Daddy, I saw up and the green sea was by yellow.
A little bit, yep. It doesn't filter out yellow. It only filters out the bright lime green.
Bright filters?
Alright, go on. Please. Daddy's almost done. Thank you, Sweet Pea. He's like, heh, heh, heh. That was like a butthead laugh if I ever saw his gesture. That's funny. And run into the distance.
I can't reach them.
Well, that's done that way for a reason. Now, don't get whiny. We don't want a zero night. I want a hero night. Come on, pal. Alright. What do we got left? 8 minutes. I'll try to get us up to her house. Did I still not equip her? Gosh darn it. I keep forgetting to do that. Right. Much. A Jedi. Alright, I know I'm supposed to go a full 90 minutes, and I know we're about 5 to 7 minutes away from being done on that, but I want to thank everybody who stopped by the Retro Revolution. If you've not done so, please click on that follow, and if you could do the same on the Grizzly B13, I'm trying to hit my 250 followers as part of my personal bronze gold. I'd appreciate that. That being said, hope everybody has a wonderful evening and a wonderful rest of your week, and I will be back on Retro Revolution on Saturday at the exact, more or less, same time spot. So, why did they ever stop calling her Aerith anyways? I'm not sure on that regards, but everybody have a wonderful evening. I'm going to let the outro roll for a little bit, and then I will be out of here. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Everybody have a wonderful evening. I am out of here. Peace. Have a good night.